Hello, Holly Green here. I'm coming to you today again to remind you that you're three-part beings, a mind, a body, and a soul, and to try to help you learn how to connect those in understanding that ultimately our role as humans is to be creators. You can harness this by a deep sense of self, by a deep sense of awareness that we are not just a mind, we are not just a body. Many of us, think that we are our thoughts, but our thoughts are actually something that we can learn how to control and master. Our thoughts are something that, and in controlling them, so you can't exactly control like what comes in, but you can definitely control what you pay attention to. So we're taught from a very early age, especially in America, to be critical of ourselves. It's something that we're quite good at. We look at all of our actions and everything that we do, and try to own it, right? And try to make adjustments to our behavior so that people won't criticize and won't judge, won't dislike us in some way, right? That's ultimately, as we're growing up, that's a thing. We want to be connected. We want to be accepted. This is something that we do all the time, getting disconnected from one another. And getting disconnected from ourselves, I think, is like the truest, like saddest thing that occurs, is that we experience something and then we learn to shut down that very nature of ourselves. Sexuality is a great example of this. We're taught very early that our bodies are shameful. Many people don't even use the proper terms for our sex organs. When you're teaching young children about this is something that I chose not to do with my children. They were told that they had a penis and a vagina from a very early age, but we're told not to touch ourselves, even when we're very little, and it's just innocent exploration of our bodies, which is extremely natural. This is something that we do as humans, and it's literally our nature. I mean, if you watch animals in a zoo, or even being recorded in the wild, often they will be caught copulating. They do it publicly. There's no shame or hiding this. It's just something that they do, and it's because it's natural. It's nature. This is one of our most primal urges that we have, and we're taught that it's shameful, it's to be hidden, that it's not okay. Parents teach their kids that they are asexual, even though the healthiest relationships are usually quite sexually profound. Our bodies are meant to connect in a way that that provides us with deep joy, pleasure, love, and connection. Is something that we thrive with, and it's something that we tend to keep to ourselves. And we tell our children that we don't do these things, and really usually the more you're engaging in that as a couple, the stronger that your love is, the stronger that your relationship is. That bond and that magnetism that you share is so strong that you kind of can't keep your hands off of each other when you have a beautiful, healthy relationship. And it's something that should be taught as a healthy part of our humanity, and not something that we should be ashamed of. Our penises and our vaginas are attached to our body. They're literally the true essence of our nature, as is the rest of our being, right? But this is something that I hope to see society work through. But another great truth I think that we tend to deny is that we are creators. If you believe in God as a creator, you know that we were built in his or her image, and that we need to understand that we too are creators. I mean, look at all the magnificent things that we do create. Look at all the inventions that we have had, especially over the last 100 years. We've really sprouted and sprocketed into this amazing level of invention that has really propelled society to be a lot more advanced. And it's a wonderful part of humanity. I mean, we've created just amazing machines that help save lives, that create necessities that we utilize every day. It's an amazing skill that should not be denied, but this is not only a power of the super smart and the super elite. Every single one of us creates our own reality, and this is part of being and encompassing like the mind, the body, and the soul. And the soul tends to speak to us through our hearts. This is something that we get like an intuitive sense for. Many people maybe don't understand what an intuitive sense is, but do you ever have just a thought that just comes to you kind of out of nowhere, and it kind of almost seems to spark directly from the heart, and it doesn't really have emotions attached to it, and when it comes in, like, there's not even like a glimmer of like questioning it, because it's just pure. Well, that's your soul speaking to you. That is the deepest part of our essence, and we need to understand that our thoughts and behaviors and actions all can feed into that soul's longing to be something specific, and to accomplish certain things. And these are, tend to be what pushes us to be like the best that we can be. It's something that I want to see people honor and discover and move into. You are a creator. You're a powerful creator. Paying attention to the things that you choose to pay attention to help you to create and pave the way for your thoughts and your actions, and all of those things to come together to make solid, cohesive concepts come into fruition. This is how we create everything that you see on our earth today that we've put together as human beings. It's all from this cohesiveness of the soul's concept fed into the mind, which creates a plan and details and puts together like how we can organize this and how this can come together. And then we have the body that puts this into action, and all three aspects need to be completely honored, understood, and respected as creating the whole person, the whole being. And in the act of being, we create. So honor yourself and understand that whatever your circumstances are, to some level you're creating that. And you are honestly, not some level, you're completely creating that. That's 100% coming from you. So if you're suffering in life, it's because you're paying attention to the bad things. It's because you're focusing on the negativity. Those negative thoughts come in. They come in from the most positive people in the world. They have negative thoughts. But when it eats at you is when you're feeding them. So learn to push aside the negativity and feed the positivity. Feed what serves you as a person, what fills your cup, what makes you feel whole, what makes you feel better, what makes you feel accomplished, what makes you feel like you are meeting your goals and desires. That is honoring the soul, okay? And then putting those things into action is honoring the mind and the body, okay? The body actually physically does it, right? But the mind helps make the plans and establish a plan of action, right? And then your body takes that plan and puts it into reality, okay? So without all three, the concept, the plan, and the action, you have nothing, right? So let's learn to harness those things and become the magical creators that we are. Honor your being by creating what you want. I hope that you guys have a blessed day. I hope that this resonates for somebody as some deep, helpful truth and can propel you into making plans and taking the action that you need to fulfill your life's dreams. Okay? It's an amazing place that we have. We're in an amazing place in the universe at this point in time. There's so many things happening, so many changes happening, so many realizations and waking up moments that people are experiencing. It's really time to honor all three aspects of our being, okay? And honor yourself as a beautiful creator, because this is how you make magic in your life, okay? Like Evan Carmichael says, everybody has a Michael Jordan talent at something. What's yours? Listen to that. Listen to those thoughts that come without emotions, okay? Make plans for those thoughts and put them into action. You can do this. Have a blessed day.